Another month means another bullet journal setup video. So this month I am going with a celestial theme with constellations, baby blue, and a touch of gold, and we'll be using gratitude prompts every week. So hey fam, welcome back to my channel. So in my last video I did a bullet journal migration, and if you haven't watched that yet, I'll put the link somewhere up here. Okay, so first up I'm going to do a quotes page. I really want to make this theme as minimal as I can, so I'm going to try. So the quote is pretty short. I think it's from Game of Thrones, I think. But anyway, it says, "You are my sun, moon, and all of my stars." Very cheesy, I know, but it's fitting for the Constellations theme. So the brush pen that I am using is something that I've used so much in the past, and it is called the Pilot Fude Makase brush pen. So now that I'm done with the quote, I'm going to move on to the drawings on the left side of the page. And as usual, I've already drafted everything in pencil just to make sure that everything looks aesthetically pleasing and symmetrical. And as you can see, I am drawing astrological elements and symbols, and I'm finalizing everything with my favorite drawing pen, which is the Sakura Pigma Micron. I don't really know anything about astrology, but I have suddenly gained some interest in it, so I went on Pinterest and researched on the constellations and the symbols for specific signs. Although I do not really believe in astrology, I like the aesthetic that goes with celestials and, the universe and the planets. And I'd love to hear about what you think. Are you a believer or an unbeliever of the universe? Let me know in the comments. And I am pretty excited about this new ink from Ferris Wheel Press called Unfettered Flight. I am a Ferris Wheel Press affiliate. Feel free to use my discount code ES for 10% off your Ferris Wheel Press goodies in the link below. So these inks are generally used for fountain pens, but sometimes I use them for calligraphy, pointed pen, and of course for painting. So I know it's kind of hard to see, but the baby blue actually has a pink shimmer, and that's what I love about the Fairy Tales Ferris Wheel Press inks. Not just because most of them have the shimmer, but they look like different colors in different angles. And I'm thinking of actually doing a swatch video one of these days, and let me know if you'd be interested in seeing that. So moving on to my monthly page, I went ahead and did the moon illustrations and the cloud painting, which is going to be part of the Dutch door setup. And now I'm going to write the word March in brush calligraphy. So this is basically my monthly page. I'm not including a calendar because I already have an A6 daily journal, which also has like calendars and stuff, and that is where I put appointments and things to do. So this is basically my memory and reflective journal. So anyway, as much as I want to make this theme as minimal as I can, the monthly page looks a bit bare. So I'm going to use a fountain pen to add some little tiny details. So this is actually inspired by one of my amazing bullet journal friends, Philo, of Bujo by Philo. So what I'm basically doing is making broken grid lines using the fountain pen and a ruler. So I'm alternating between dashes and broken lines and solid lines, if that makes sense. I was actually nervous of how this was gonna turn out, but I'm pretty happy with the outcome, and I had so much fun that I added broken grid lines on the quotes page as well. Now that I'm done with the monthly pages, let's move on to the weekly spreads. So because I use my bullet journal for memory keeping and reflective purposes, I add prompts So last month I did a lot of self-care prompts, but this month I am focusing on gratitude, and I found a lot of gratitude prompts on Pinterest. So for my weekly spreads, I usually use one page a week, and I allot a space for a photo per week and of course the prompts. And right now I'm doing the Dutch door components for each week, and I can't wait to show you the end result towards the end of the video. So I chose gratitude for this month's theme because I feel like gratitude fosters positivity. And what I like about using my bullet journal as a reflective tool is that it helps me want to be a better person. And it also helps me become aware of the things that I need to change about myself. Like for example, with these gratitude prompts, I feel like they can help me not take the everyday little things for granted. And last but not least, we've got a highlights page. And like the cover page that I did earlier, I will be drawing some astrological elements like constellations and symbols. So the cover and the highlights page will be the outer pages of the Dutch door. So it's Dutch door setup time. I find that this is the most exciting and scariest part of doing a Dutch door because I wasn't actually sure how this would turn out, but as you can see, I was actually being very careful with cutting the shapes. So initially I would put a cutting board underneath the page, and then I would use a crafting knife to roughly cut out the edges, and then use a pair of scissors to do the finer details. So yay, I'm actually happy with how it turned out. So this is my March 2024 bullet journal theme, Celestial Constellations with baby blue and gold. So if you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching. And special shout out to Alice again and Buju by Philo for always leaving thoughtful comments. Thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video, and I'll see you guys next time.